I mean, how many times aren't we wrestling with even ourselves? We understand that there's something broken and something wrong. And here's where Christianity is different from every religion in the world. The religions that I was studying all said that I needed to pray a certain way and try harder. I needed to do some things. I needed to stop doing this and I needed to do this. That God was always looking down at me with feel vulnerable. I feel like there's a spotlight like aiming on me. So what's the solution? What's the remedy? Because I'm thinking every one of us can relate to this sermon so far, no matter whether we're a Christian or not. We know that we're broken, and we know this world's broken. I mean, just look around. We don't know what to do morally. We don't know what to do ethically. We don't know what to do monetarily. We don't know what to do politically. We are a lost society, asking way too many questions with no answers. I mean, aren't you just tired of watching the news? Aren't you tired of hearing about some slaughter here in the United States or anywhere, that people being cruel to one another and hurting one another? I remember saying to God, please, don't make the end of this be that I'm the answer, because if I'm the answer, this is all toast. This is all done. And all of a sudden, for you all, for me, the most well-known Bible verse was taught by my professor. Right? I mean, I would have bet for just a better day. I would have bet for just a better decade, a better year, a better something, but he says abundant life and eternal life. Jesus came not just as a great teacher, and he was. He came not just as a healer, but he was. He came to save us. He came to save us from ourselves. He came to save us from this thing inside of us that always wants to do something that we ought maybe not do. And so this Jesus says these words, and I think they're true to you and me today. Believe in me. Believe in me. And then he says, follow me. This is not a one-time event. This is from the dead. And when I realized that at 17 years old, boy, did it all click. Because if he rose from the dead, the last thing he said was true. And that means the last thing he said was true, and the last thing he said was true. And all of a sudden, it all becomes true, not just perspective, not just ideology. I was sharing with some people last few days. I find it very interesting.